I'm going to show you how social media warps people's perception of what life is supposed to look like. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of True Chats with Shen. This is where we react to things that are trending online, but we try our best to squeeze, if even just a drop of a lesson from it. If that's something that you're interested in or something that you think you will enjoy, please consider subscribing. If you're not new to this channel, I know you hear that there is a distinct difference in my voice. I have the flu. I have something. I don't know if it's the flu, but I have come down with something. I'm not feeling my best, but I still wanted to just push out a quick snack of a video for you guys today. So please bear with me. I hope you can at least listen to what we're going to talk about today so we can squeeze our little lessons from it. Also, a 40 below not a Jamaica, you know?
40 below not. You better put on that coat the way up in your hand.
A 40 below not. I'm not even have my fan today. When I'm supposed to, if it wasn't for this voice, you guys would be getting great audio. But alas, here we are. I saw this video and I really did have to talk about it because for one, let me just put it right out there right now. This cannot be real life. There is no way that this is somebody's real thought processes. I'm going to point out to know why I think I rage bait, but at the same time, I do understand that there are people who actually may think like this, even though I think this is a scripted thing. I do not think this is a real relationship, but there are people who might have the same thought processes. Without further ado, let's just watch this video.
What do you do if your partner is amazing? Like, he's amazing emotionally, physically. Earlier this year, I had to have 2 brain surgeries. He stayed with me in the hospitals. He even washed my butt some of the times.
Damn.
But he wasn't working for a couple of months, and I'm 24 now. So I basically feel like I'm just real grown, and I just want to know, like, how long.
Tell me more about this 24 grown. That's not me talking, that's the crowd. So what's your question?
Basically, like, we haven't been out on any dates or anything recently, and I just want to know, like, how long do I wait before I feel appreciated?
This saying. And you don't feel appreciated.
All right, let me stop it before the hosts of the show give their thoughts. So you are with somebody. You have had 2 major surgeries, brain surgery, I believe. Clearly has to be a major surgery. This man has stayed with you. He's helped you not just stay with you out of duty. He actually is concerned enough to involve himself in your recovery process, right? He's there for you. He's there for you. And one of the reasons why I think this is rage bait is because, one, if you want for sure how bad of a person somebody is to the point where you feel like you cannot deal with this relationship anymore and you must leave, can you at least state some of the things that is making him not a great partner? Like some of the ways that you don't feel appreciated? Because man no say a candidate them where you don't go on alone. It has to be something else. Or you probably just never want a man from morning. If you're going to try to portray him as somebody who you should leave, or somebody who is not showing you love in a way that this panel of people would be able to say, you know what, I understand why you feel this way. Because why else would you go for their advice? You know what I say? You would at least point out the things. You'd come and talk all of the great things with the man do for you until we say you don't feel appreciated. Tell me if that makes sense. That don't make sense to me.
This is at the point that we have to acknowledge people's capacities. Because while you were in your season of being taken care of, he was the one doing the nursing back to health, right? And he could probably still be trying to regain his capacity for himself after spending his year taking care of you. And as you've gotten able to be better and, I feel better now, I want to go on dates, he's trying to process what he just went through. So instead of you saying, how do I get to the space of me feeling appreciated, what have you done to show appreciation to your man for just nursing you back to health?
You said that you're 24 and you're grown, right? I think this is exactly where you showing your age at. I want to offer that you learn the signs of a good man. Because if you don't, you will become an of age mature woman that looks back at him and his wife and his family, and you say, I really duh.
Before I got into podcasting, I was a registered nurse. And I'm going to tell you, the idea of love that we have in our youth is not real love. That love where that person is incapacitated, can't wipe themselves, but that partner is there every single day hitting that call light, making sure I bring that meal, watching me wipe and say, you know what, you're not doing it right. Let me step in and do it. That idea of love you got exposed to at 24. You live long enough, you will outlive your money and your house and those cars. And sometimes your children, they get their own lives, they move to different places, and ain't nobody there to take care of you but that woman you treated right or that man you treated right. And I want you to just think about that right now before you make any kind of decisions, because you got a man that showed you very young that he's willing to do that.
There are so many men who, even when married to somebody, if that person is sick, they are not at all willing to be there for that person. At all. Like, them not want to deal with the down times of a woman, because let's be honest, a woman's role in traditional marriages is to be of service to her husband. So once you're in a capacity where you're not able to be of service to your husband, me just be like very honest with you. In the traditional sense of what a marriage is, a lot of men are not willing to undergo that process with you. I never said every man. Clearly there are outliers. But a lot of men, I think there is even statistics to show. I'm not gonna like quote like me really know like statistics. But I've heard of statistics where the likelihood of a man leaving when you're sick versus a woman is so much higher. It's so much higher for um the likeliness for a man to leave you once you're undergoing like serious illness, and for you to have somebody who is not committed to you in terms of marriage and is still willing and willing to show you love in that sense is very rare and something that should be treasured. Now let me say this. Me not gonna assume nothing. But I don't want, because there's a situation even with, like, for those who are on Jamaican TikTok, there's a situation between Brittany Goff and Zozo, her boyfriend, or whatever they are right now, where she was going through a mental crisis and he was there to pick her up or um help her through that process. And now they're abusive to each other, and people are saying she would be ungrateful to leave the situation because he was good to her in a downtime. Me never ever tell no woman say because somebody do something good for you, you're supposed to take all of them trash with them a throw for you and just accept it because, oh well, they were good to me at one season. Thank you. Thank you for being good to me in that season. But if you're not good to me right now, if you're not consistently good to me, that means it's not your character to be a good person. You might have done it for a specific reason, but it's not your character. I'm not gonna tell no woman say or no man, nobody at all, so them supposed to stay with somebody simply off one act of kindness when the rest of the situation was treacherous. No, I'm not accept that. In the situation that we're seeing here, there was no indication that he was treating her poorly after the surgeries or after her healing was complete. There's no indication of that. There's nothing that she said that would show that he is not maintaining the good attributes that he had. Separate and apart from the fact that he is now for a few months without a job, and they can't go on dates. Guys, oh my gosh. This is, you see, and this is why my aim is never to position myself as somebody who gives relationship advice. I believe that every relationship is different and it should be handled differently. The roles are not set in stone for any relationship. Some relationships look totally different from what is traditionally acceptable, and once you make it work for you in a way that's not hurting your children or harming the wider society, do you. That's fine. That's fine by me. So I don't want to position myself as somebody who gives you relationship advice, but I really do want the girls and the guys to know that the things that you guys glamorize, let me not say you guys, the things that a lot of people glamorize or place priority on in the social media realm as what a good relationship looks like is so surface level, is so inconsequential to living real life. There's no good that can come from propping up these things. If your standard for what a good relationship looks like, for what appreciation for you looks like in your relationship, is how many dates you get to go on, your thinking is completely flawed. Is either that or you just really never like the guy and it end up that you're in a one situation where you need him for a little while and know that you don't need him no more. It's like you try to let go of the relationship, but you don't really know how to let go it because him did so good to you and him still so good to you, even though, you don't know how to let go it. So you nitpick at things just to like give yourself validation for wanting to leave. But there's no way that you're seeing not going on dates for a few months as something that is of such a great value, even so much more than somebody who was willing to wipe your nyash when you were incapable of doing so after life altering brain surgery. There is no way. There is no way. You're not even kidding me. That you didn't even say that sentence. You could have never just said that sentence. That's why, like, my bite debate, if I rage bait, my bite debate, and that's fine. We will make the content. But honestly, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that this is a real, like, legitimate situation. It could never be. It could never be. It's something, she's somebody that they put in the crowd to start a conversation. Normally they're on the woman's side most of the time. So they want somebody to kind of stir the pot a little bit, give the men something to hold on to, and give the women somebody to point at and say, no, you're wrong. She's wrong for real. But this cannot, I refuse to believe that this is somebody's real life. Let this be your reminder not to prop up any relationship or anything that you see people doing. Yes, you can be inspired by it, but let it not be that this is what you expect your life to look like because you're not seeing these people's lives. Stop using social media as the meter for what love and life and everything in it is supposed to look like for you. You don't live these people's lives. You don't. Let's also look at the age thing because a lot of the people on the panel mentioned her age, and to be fair, I think it really should be mentioned. This is why I tell you guys not to make like serious decisions about like relationships when it comes to your education. Like, sure, you can do a career, you can pivot careers at any time. But when it comes to like relationships, right? Who you raise children with, who you decide to spend your life with, those situations are, I think, very important. Not that education is not, it's very important too. Doing the wrong degree, getting the wrong skill, it can affect you, but there are things that you can learn from learning this skill that can pivot into something else. How do you pivot from choosing the wrong baby daddy? How you pivot from that? I'm gonna say how you pivot from that. I don't think she has developed her a true sense of self and a true sense of what she should prioritize outside of like everybody's opinions. I don't think she has formulated that yet. So it's hard to choose a good partner when you have not really formulated what you in your mind what you actually want out of a relationship. That's just my opinion. Like, if you're not living enough life, it's very hard to decide what you actually want. As somebody where like do two brain surgeries, me I believe say them kind of live life enough to understand say, oh, this is something serious. I've been through this. I see how people operate, how people treated me through this process. Like, oh, you go through two brain surgeries and come out the same, or come out vain still. Like, you could have died. you could have died, and somebody was willing to pause your life to assist you with recovering through yours. If him just recently for the past few months don't have a job, me not live in America, but I understand that the job market in America right now, as it is here in Jamaica, is very competitive, it's very sticky, like it's hard for people to get quality jobs. If somebody's trying, like, you have to give them credit. And if you have a bunny belly and like do without certain things for a few, so be it. Like, and that's the other thing. Can we understand that a lot of things in life will come with ups, downs, and you'll have to make sacrifices? It's never, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much degree you have, no matter how much friends you have, no matter how much things you have that are great, there is nobody's life that will be 100% on an incline every time. Every time, everything is going so great. There's no bad season. There's no bad season. That does not exist. And just the truth, it don't exist. Something like always there will always be a hiccup. But what shows somebody's true virtue and their worth is how do you operate with somebody when your situation has changed, either for the better or for the worse. This is not me telling you to just be willing to suffer through anything just because you want to keep a man. No, I'm saying if somebody has shown you that they're for you and they're willing to help you through, to see you through all these type of circumstances that will continue to occur through life. Maybe not in the sense of a brain surgery, but more things will come up in life, right? If you have somebody with you who shows you that they're willing to go through down seasons with you, you have to show them that, you know what, this for this guy, like, I know it hard for you put in so much time and effort into somebody and just watch it fall to pieces and watch her speak about you in this way simply because your down season is now and she don't want to like go through it with you. But you know what? If this is a real situation, yeah, that job will it like make sure go and attack it. Leave her. How much people are gonna go through that with somebody just like that? With them not married to. Even people who are married to each other now and go through it with each other. Make sure go and go find the person who willing to take her up all the dates. Let her go and find it. Dates. You just need dates. So since that's how you prioritize in a relationship, in companionship, is how many times you can eat a plate of food or, you know, do an activity, and not real life, how somebody handles real life circumstances and downtimes. If that's not important to you, that's fine. It don't have to be important to you. And you pick somebody who is willing to take you on all these dates, and then when something go wrong, like they are nowhere to be found, remember that's what you chose. And also, let me just say this. The wording of her being somebody who is gonna be middle aged and whatever, lonely and whatever, and I look back on the man and his family. Guys, being single is not the worst thing to ever happen in life. I hate the framing of that. Like, it's okay to be single. It's okay. Did you die? It's okay to be single. Like, you have to be content with your own self. Like, me not like pushing that out there as you got just be the old woman with the cats with just not nobody around them and da. It's fine to be single. What I think we should focus on is your mindset. You need to change your mindset. If that is something where if you see that online, you see all your friends that go up on dates, you see these things, and you say that this is what a real relationship is really to look like, maybe you need to live a little bit more life, go through a little bit more down times, and actually see what it feels like. And me not like tell you, say, like prophesy down times or hard times for nobody life, but probably you need to like go through a little more hard times and then not have somebody around you to really be there for you and see what it looked like. Really appreciate somebody who was willing to be there. Now, as I say, if you might mess up in other spaces, right? I'm not talking about date. That's stupid. Like real life situation we're talking about. Real life will happen every day. Date once a week once a month. You know, date are not everyday life. In a everyday life, something it might mess up on other things, and there's something a part of it that I might not have seen. Well, fine, leave if I really feel like say, you know, it might mess up in other aspects that we don't know or that you did not share. And you don't feel appreciated in other spaces, in other like ways where really, really matter. It's okay to like go. But don't come on this I try to seek validation for trying to leave somebody who has actually been good to you. No. Social media really warp people perception of life. This is real life. Medical issues, real life. Losing a job unexpectedly, real life. Real life situation them there. You show your character with how you act when he is in his down times. He showed his with how he acted while you were in yours. Take that as you will. You clearly have a lot more growing up to do. You have a lot more introspection to do. That's fine too. You are only 24 years old. So do your introspection. Just don't hurt somebody in the process. Like if you got like this is such an embarrassing thing, especially if it's real that is, would be such an embarrassing situation to be in that man's shoes and actually devote so much time to you and then to see you talking about him in this way because he's on a down season right now. That's very sad. Yeah, enough growing up for the don't make major life decisions like your life partner before you reach 25, guys. And this is why. Anyways, tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I would really love to hear your thoughts on this very thought-provoking video. Very rage bait, I believe, but thought-provoking nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Oh my gosh, my voice is horrible.